Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, sir. My name is Neta Maitriani. I'm from Accounting Class D. This is my video record about Chapter 7. Main idea. The General Journal is a permanent record organized by account number. Posting is the process of transferring information from the journal into individual accounts in the ledgers. The trial balance is a proof that total debits equal total credits in the ledgers. Chapter objectives. 1. Explain the purpose of the general ledgers. 2. Describe the steps in the posting process. 3. Post general journal entries. 4. Prepare a trial balance. 5. Look at and correct trial balance errors. 6. Record correcting entries in the general journal. Key terms. 1. Posting. 2. General ledgers. 3. Ledgers account forms. Setting up the general ledgers. Accounts used by a business are kept on separate pages or cards in a book or file called a ledger. It is important for a number of reasons. This creates a record of the impact of business transaction on its account used by a business. It also helps managers easily find the current balance of a specific account. Setting up the general ledgers. Posting is the process by which random transactions become organized in a manner according to accounts. Posting, the process of transferring information from the journal to individual general ledgers account. Setting up the general ledger. The general ledger provides up-to-date balance for each account, including accounts payable and receivable. In a computerized system, electronic files are still referred to as a ledgers or the ledgers accounts. Managers use ledgers to obtain summarized information. General ledgers, a permanent records organized by account number. Setting up the general ledgers. Ledgers account forms. The forms are defined by the number of columns into which a dollar amount goes. Debit and credit amount are posted from journal entries to the first two amount columns. The new account balance is entered in one of the last two amount columns. The type of account determines which balance column to use. Ledgers account forms. The accounting stationer used to record financial information about specific accounts. The first step in the accounting cycle, posting. Posting would show the final impact on an account, which is why a ledger is sometimes called a book of final entry. Posting intervals are determined by the size of the business and whether the accounting system is computerized or manual. The posting process always remains the same. The process is always performed from left to right. The first step in the accounting cycle, posting. 6 steps required for posting journal entries to a ledger. 1. Enter to the date of the journal entry in the date column. The description column is left blank, but can be used to write in the source document numbers. 3. Enter journal letter and page number in post-ref column. 4. Enter the debit amount in the debit column. 5. Compute the new account balance. 6. Enter the account number in the general journal post-ref column. 7. Repeat step 1 for 6 for the credit part of the journal entry. General ledger account balance. A new account balance is computed each time a transaction is ported to an account. When the existing account balance is a debit and the amount posted is a debit, add the amounts. The amount posted is a credit, subtract the amounts. General ledger account balance. A new account balance is computed at each time a transaction is posted to an account. When the existing account balance is a credit and the amount posted is a debit, subtract the amounts. The amount posted is a credit at the amounts. Cash terms: 1. Proving the ledger. 2. Trial balance. 3. Transposition error. 4. Slight error. 5. Correcting entry. The fifth step in the accounting cycle, the trial balance. Necessary step to keep an accounting system in balance. Calculate the balance. Find any errors that may have occurred. 3. Use general rules and guidelines to narrow down where the mistake was made. Correct the mistake. The fifth step in the accounting cycle, the trial balance. Sum of debit, sum of credit, proving the ledgers. Proving the ledgers, adding all debit balance and all credit balance of ledger account, and then comparing the two totals to see whether they are equal. The fifth step in the accounting cycle, the trial balance. Proving the ledgers. If the totals are equal, the trial balance is in balance. If the totals are not equal, up the columns again. Trial balance. A list of the general ledgers account names and balance is prepared to prove the ledgers. Finding and correcting errors. Example of a transposition error. US dollar 469 was written as US dollar 4669. Transposition error. Error occurs when two digits within an amount are accidentally reversed or transposed. Finding and correction errors. Slight error. Error that occurs when a decimal point is moved by mistake. Finding and correction errors. Correction entry procedures. Pause the entry in the ledgers and the same as any other entry. Use the word correcting entry in the description column. Correcting entry, an entry made to correct an error in a journal entry discovered after posting. Question 1. You have just complete a trial balance and the columns are not equal. List the steps that you will use to find the error. Step 1. Check the addition in each column. Step 2. Find the difference between the amounts in the debit and credit columns. If the difference is 2, you probably have made an additive error. Step 3. If the difference found in the step 2 is divisible by 9, you have probably made a slight or transposition error. Check Step 4. Check to see whether any of the general ledger account has a balance equal the difference found in step 2. Question 1. You have just completed the trial balance and the columns are not equal. List the steps that you will use to find the error. Check Step 5. Check to see whether any of the general ledger account has a balance equal to 1/2 of the difference. This would indicate that you may have moved a debit balance to the credit side of the trial balance or vice versa. Step 6. Check the accuracy of the general ledger's account by recalculating the balance. Step 7. Check the individual posting from the general journal to the general ledger to make sure you have correctly post the amounts and post debit as debit and credits as credits. Question 2. Is it possible to have amount in both the debit and credit balance column of a 4-column ledger's account? No, the balance column exists to show the cumulative effect of debit and credit to an account. If debit exceeds credit, the account will have a debit balance, which is entered in the debit column. If credit exceeds debits, the account will have a credit balance, which entered in the credit column. Thank you, sir.